So welcome to our weekly watch list video for the week commencing the 10th of February 2025. As always, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, that does wonders to help us reach a wider audience. Now, we're going to look at the likes of the dollar index, US 30, US 100, those typical pairs, gold, cable, fiber. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a fair few pairs in between. Now, market open last weekend was mental, absolutely bonkers with the US posing tariffs, Trump posing tariffs on trade goods, and that saw a massive market gap. So we're going to commentate on that. We're going to kind of highlight exactly what we're looking at going forward this week, and a bit of a summary of the trades that we're going to be looking to take as well. So enjoy the video, leave a comment, let us know what you think, check out the description and recommendations below, and we'll see you on the second part of this video. So getting straight into the charts, we were following the dollar index, and as we always do, we work our way down the watch list covering the dollar index, US 30, US 100 gold. We haven't really focused on too much of the GBP or yen pairs this week. We were looking at GBP Japanese yen from that 190 handle, that support. We had Bank of England middle of the week, rates cut, and the pound sold off. Now we had some key areas of resistance, 125 on cable and 105 on Euro USD. Euro USD sold off from 105 down to 104. Sub 104 came back up to 104, and then we sold off again. As you can see, we're trading around 103, 270. Aussie dollar, we haven't really been following that too much. Bitcoin and Ethereum have sold off quite significantly, so we'll talk about those as well. Now, kicking off with the dollar index, and again going forward this week, we're literally looking to see continuation. So trend support sits at around 107,500 price. Now we're obviously looking to maintain that as a level of support. And if we look to break this, then we could say, look, the change in trend is happening, and we can see or position ourselves for dollar weakness. Until that happens, we are certainly dollar bulls. We've double bottomed here on this key area of support, and we're looking for continuations upside around 110. I want to say the short to medium term, but again, sometimes we might see consolidation from left to right for some period, for some time, and then eventually it might break. So there's certainly a bit of a range here. You can see from 107, 700, 500-ish, that's the support region, and then we're going to be targeting that 110 price. So we'll have to just be a little bit patient on that. We did obviously extend higher during Friday as the market opened on Sunday. We started to sell off, but again we found that support level at 107,500 still. So again, we're looking to lift off and continue that dollar kind of strength theme going forward. 45k sell zone, 45k sell zone. So your US 30 has been really, really good to us this week. You can see here market open, Friday close, and then market open, big gaps, continued gaps to the downside. We pulled back up, and then we consolidated. We were looking to sell off again from around, I think, 44, 500-ish, 600-ish. Can't quite remember, but again, that didn't quite happen. Popped a bit higher, and then we kind of consolidated, and then we extended higher again. Again, 45k sell zone. We shared all of this in our free group, in our members group, and you guys can obviously get sight of that. Tap the link below, check out the description, and you'll see more information on that as well. We also have a US 30, or sorry, US 100 Nasdaq. So this 21,800 price is quite a significant price. We obviously came into there, liquidity sold off, big gap again, following similar suit to that US 30 play. But generally, our sell zone would remain at around 22,100-ish. We've obviously got 22k around here, which is this massive area of supply. You've obviously got just shy of 22k here, where we've got one top, two, three tops, and then again just shy here, 21,850-ish, and again 1,850. So we just need to kind of just follow these along. Really, we ideally want to be selling off from 22,100. That obviously makes sense, all-time high prices and so on and so forth. But as you can see, as we are approaching these kind of regions, the selling pressure is massive. So we obviously want to try and catch a piece of that. But again, we might see a bit of support here. We could see some massive gaps. Again, obviously the gaps from last week were based on the tariffs imposed by Trump, and then again as markets opened, we obviously saw the subsequent kind of selling pressure there on US stock indices, on gold, and so on and so forth. So we could see something like this, and again, this is our preferred sell zone, so we'll keep that in mind. Gold, we're setting all-time highs. We do look like we're exhausting a little bit now, which is quite interesting. But again, whilst we're kind of just extending higher and higher and higher, it's, we're trying to catch a bit of a move here, and it's not really working for us. So here we were very, very unlucky. This is around market open Sunday, and then we did see a bit of a sell-off. So we did sell off, but we did get tapped, just got tapped. and that was looking like a 3.5-hour trade, which again is unfortunate, but again, you can't really control these things. And again, as markets open, we were quite volatile. We did actually close in line with where we opened, which sucked. That wick just took us out before we then sold off. So again, 73 points is quite significant for gold as well. We like to keep between the 40 and 60 range. And then between kind of 25 and 50 for FX, and anywhere from 50 to 100 on stock indices. So that was unfortunate, but again, sometimes that is just the way the cookie crumbles. Moving on to GJ. So we did get some bounces early on. We did get some bounces, and we were moving okay, but, did we quite push 1R? So we just pushed 1R, and then we obviously reversed. So that sucked a little bit. And again, we haven't really been following UJ, EJ, but we have been following, obviously, cable. So cable 125 has come into play quite a few times. And again, we're simply going to look to play from that zone again. We were very, very lucky there. But that first move was really, really good anyway. And then again, we gapped down as markets opened. And then we came back up, again, selling pressure. And again, that 125 region just shy of there. And again, we came into very close to our stop loss. And then we sold off again. So that was really, really good. And again, we're coming back into that region there, really, really close to 125. Again, we're using that psychological price, that area of previous resistance, previous supply, married up these time frames. We've got clear kind of resistance, and it kind of makes sense to just keep shorting, right? Don't fix it unless it's broken. And there's going to be multiple opportunities. Not only that, we've obviously got Euro USD. So we had 104 psychological price, not a psychological price. It's a whole number. So we need to change that whole number. And then we've got 105, which is our confluence zone, our psychological price. So at the start of this video, if you remember, I was talking about 1.5 or 105. There's a double top. We sold off nicely. We gapped down hugely. Massive, massive gap for fiber, Euro USD. And then we started to come back up. Now we started to support here on that 102, 300 price. Not really any significance there. If anything, I'd probably say this 102 price here, where we kind of supported previously. 102, again, we're working from whole numbers. That's what we like to do. That would make sense for me to say, look, that's where we could expect support. That being said, that's not where we found support. We found it slightly higher. And again, there's no real trading opportunity there. It's just these are the zones we need to look out for, and these are the zones that we're measuring and targeting when we're kind of looking for, one, entries, but two, where we're looking to exit our positions, where we're looking to take a bit of profit or bulletproof our trade or trial our stops or something of that nature, right? So 104 came back into play, and you can see we're descending, and this was the previous high. So this was where we'd like to cover our stops, and again, a little bit of space here with the wicks, bit of breathing space, and that played out nicely. We wouldn't normally trade with stops that big on Euro USD, normally kind of 30 points, but given these kind of substantial gaps and the volume that we've just seen, basically, it made sense to just open it up a little bit, and we again have a big target here, 200 points, and we saw that massively in a very short period. So just shy of a 4-hour trade there, and so far we've seen as much as 1.7, currently sat at around 1.3. So again, we'll see what happens as markets open, but we're looking for that sustained dollar strength. We're looking for that continuation. Aussie USD, we're not really following that, and then Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's been a really, really good one as well. So, last week, Friday, we saw that double top, and then we started to sell off, and again, markets opened great. Monday, really, really selling, or selling off aggressively. That 92k is an obvious support, which we've got here, and we're just looking to target that again. We came and sold off, we pulled back up, and then we sold off again, and that 99k is now support. So you can see the play here again, here again, here again, and then we break, and then we resist, and then we kind of consolidate. So we're looking for that 99k, 99k, 99k. So again, multiple opportunities from the same setup, offering here, 1.2R, here, 1.5R, and again here, 1.5, 1.6R. So, that's all looking good, looking juicy. We really want to break that 92k, but, on the lower time frames, it's obviously the weekend now. We've got this obvious support here, and from, let's say, Tuesday, we haven't really broken it. So I'm interested to see what happens here, but ultimately I am looking for, more selling pressure. A break of 92k, that would see us maybe trade down to around 86k. And then eventually, once we've broken this, we could then free fall to, maybe 80k, even lower, 72k or something of the sort. So let's see what happens, and we'll follow that quite closely. But again, Ethereum. So again, following Ethereum, we're kind of using that and analysing that in tandem with Bitcoin, and what I mean by that is, look, we can see, $3,000 is obviously broken. That was a significant price. We had 4,000 at the top end price, all-time highs. That's a really significant price. We sold off, came back, previous area of resistance, support. We then sold off, and then we supported at around 3,000 once, twice. Then we broke it. We tried to retest. Preferred sell zone sits at 3,000. Whether we do or do not see that again, you know, it doesn't really matter, but that big wick there and the bullish close and then the bearish continuation gives me confidence that we are going to sell off. So again, if we're looking slightly to the left, what I would probably say is a target price would be around here. And we can obviously just, you know, monitor that going forward. We might be about 2400, it might be around here, but this zone, let's actually mark on a zone, look, around here would be, you know, our, you know, point of interest, which is where we're going to look to probably take profit. Conservative, you know, aggressive go into about 2250, but, you know, we could certainly look to take profit around 2400 to 2300, I would say. So that wraps up our weekly watch list video. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully you guys followed this on from last week. Check out our 25k funded challenge. Again, this is a program we've done in a series we're building where we took a £179 investment and we have tried to make this as big as possible. So for example, we've invested that $179, we've got a funded account, we've been paid from that funded account, we've then transferred that money into a brokerage account and we're looking to grow that alongside our funded account and see what we can really do with that. So stay tuned, enjoy that, follow along with these watch list videos, follow along with the series we're building on the FX and CFD space, and we're looking to build something very soon, very you know, similar fashion with futures. So hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you on the next one.